It'll be a fun set. It'll be a nice long coffin ombre. Just simple, but really gonna be really, really nice. I think ombre is probably one of my favorite things to do, to be honest with you. And I hope you guys enjoy this set as much as I do, because you guys know ombre is my area of expertise. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put that bottom coat of this hot pink. We're not gonna do this too thick because we want to make sure that we're gonna probably have to cap this. So right here, whenever you're doing a very dominant color, I recommend patting that down very thin. Right here, this area right here, okay? Because that means that you're gonna reduce the amount of powder that you're gonna need, the thickness there. Because you may need a lot of thickness there to be able to cover that ombre, to make sure that it covers with this nude. And I'm just gonna blend through nice and easy. As you can see, everything out here is more thick than in here. Here, I'm gonna pat this down. I want this thin because I'm gonna put a lot of more product here to make sure it gets the blend. So if this is thick here, that means that when I try to use more and more product to cover up that, to blend, it's gonna be more thick. So definitely I wanna eliminate as much thickness as possible with the hot pink and the bottom. Just like this. I'm gonna do a sample right now for you guys. This is the nude. I'm gonna get my blend bead first. You see what I mean? This pink is so dominant that sometimes these colors it takes a lot more of them to be able to give you that blend. So that's why we want to make the pink as thin as possible, because I know I'm gonna have to put more nude here. But that's actually a very good blend I did there. I'm gonna go ahead and do the cuticle bead too right while I'm at it. And this gives me the ability to have more thickness and cover by more of the pink. The key is to have a consistent blend. I think I'm pretty happy with that blend right there. Now I just gotta make sure it's consistent through all my whole nail, to all my other nails. So later I will put a little bit of clear here where the blend is, and I'll be able to encapsulate that just to protect it, because this blend is very touchy, okay? Because if I drill in this or I do anything to this blend is gonna go away. But that's a very beautiful pink ombre right there. Actually pretty satisfied with that. Hey. You're not using another monomer, that's all. I'm glad you guys like my monomer. I mean, like I said, anything I produce, wow, guys, look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? What a beaut, what a beaut. Your nails are beautiful, okay? But I did a good job also. I wonder if did I pin this comment yet? Sorry guys, let me see if I pin this comment. So I will start doing some giveaways soon. I'll make sure nobody misses this. I'll pin this comment. Pin. There you go. So now that I see that it's gonna look good, I'm gonna move on and do all the other ones. Same thing I'm gonna do, okay? I'm gonna get that pink, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna pat it down a little bit. I go about 70%. And you see where I leave the pink? I leave the pink where my apex is gonna be. Why is that? Because I know that my apex is gonna be the thickest part of my nail. So I can utilize that to be able to make it so that I can have more thickness there that will cover up that blend line. You can see I'm patting down this area here to make sure it's thin as possible, but I'm not making the nails thin. As I'm coming out, this is going to be very structurally the same thickness that it should be, the durability. And I'm going to shape my nails also, make sure I get that nice crisp shape. You guys know me, I love me good shape. Give me that good shape. Just like that. Okay. A little bit of marbling here, a little bit clear here, so I'm gonna just put a little bit more pink pigment here. Just a pink pigment, because I'm gonna cap all that there. Perfect. Go through and do all of them just like that. Place my bead right where I'm gonna place my bead the same spot every time. Why? Because that's where I'm gonna start my ombre, and that's how I'm gonna make sure my ombre is consistent. The key to doing ombre is that you make sure that all the nails are consistent, guys. You can't have one ombre higher or lower than the other. So the first color you place right here, this is where you're gonna mark where you're gonna start your ombre. And as long as you do start your ombre there, and as long as you get a good blend, the same consistency, all your ombre and every finger should look the same, right? So make sure you plan that out, okay? I know a lot of times we're doing ombre and you guys have one ombre is higher than the other, lower than the other. Ombre is very, very simple, but it's also very unique design that if you don't do it perfect like that, ooh, look at that shape. Keep that shape, okay, guys? And I'm always gonna pat this area down as thin as possible. I don't want this to bulge out, okay? Hey guys, how are you? Looking for a new friend, text me. Wow. We're getting weird people in here. So see that, the same spot, okay? And I always use my apex area right here as the start, the bead point. So ombre is essentially the same 2 bead process over and over again, okay? A little bit of marbling here with this hot pink is just definitely normal because, like you said, it's very pigmented, this hot pink. So that's why you use an EMA where you have to be able to stroke the powder. See that? As I stroke the powder, patting it in, it actually blends in that marbling, so I have no marbling issue. See that? And of course, I'm gonna pat this down as thin as possible. I'm gonna shape my nails. Make sure I get the shape. Just like that. Ooh, look at nice coffin shape. Uh-oh. It's the same thing over and over. Okay, now after this, I'm gonna do my ombre. See that? With the marbling, all I did was simply use my brush and stroke the acrylic, and then the marbling will go away. Fairly easy, okay guys? Do not worry about that. Sometimes you get high pigment colors like neon yellows, greens, something like that. It'll have slight marbling, okay? And no powder is gonna be perfect in that sense. Okay? And there we go. And now I'm gonna go to my ombre again. I'll be doing a 3 bead process where I'm gonna be making sure my ombre is gonna be connecting, okay? So my first bead, I'm gonna be working on my blend. Keep dropping this bead. So I'm doing a small bead just for my blend, okay? And I'm placing it exactly where I placed the other one. And remember, this is where the apex is, so definitely can get away with a little bit. And I'm gonna blend it down at the same time. Same way I did the other one. And when I'm happy with my blend, which I am, if you're not happy with your blend, you actually can add a little bit more if you want to. Like right here, in this corner here, I missed a little bit, so I'm gonna add a little bit here in the corner, okay? There's no reason why you can't do that, okay? No one's perfect, not even me. So now I'm gonna go back up and do my cuticle bead. Give it about 3 seconds. I want this to bleed all over the place, okay? Remember, this bead, I don't want to drag it through the whole nail. I just want to drag it to my ombre, or else I would ruin my blend, okay? See that? I'm leaving the bulkness of it right here. I'm actually known for my ombres. That's why the way I do ombre is very unique, and definitely my technique is very hard. But you guys see the consistency? Both my ombre are consistent at the same spot because I use these guidelines. So that I don't mind sharing that information with you guys. You guys definitely should know this. Okay, to get your ombre at the same spot. See, blend, the blend, very consistent. So I'll move on to the next nail and do the same thing. It's repetition. It's the same thing over and over again. Same spot. Blend down the same way. Now you don't want to drag this bead when it's too wet. You want to wait until it's like kind of like al dente, like a little bit medium consistency. Too wet, the powder will go all through the whole nail. Too dry, you want to get that blend consistency. So ombre, you're trying to look for that blend. And once I get that blend, the desired blend, I'll go back through and do my cuticle bead again. And watch how much powder you bring up. Don't bring up too much powder, okay? See that? I'm dragging it, I'm blending it, but it's not gonna blend all the way through the whole nail, just that spot. Now, why do you think I'm leaving my nails a little bit thin? Of course, I don't want my nails this thin, right? Because later I have to use clear. So I'm placing myself. I know I have to use clear to protect this, so I'm not gonna do this too thick because the clear will make it thicker. So I'm gonna use my clear to create that thickness I want. In layers, you guys see? Consistency, boom, 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 3 spots. Hey.
Hi.
What's up? You guys can talk, it's fine.
Oh, okay. You doing what? Align with you? Oh.
Yeah, there's thousands of people can hear us right now. So same spot, you guys. Oh, she's got her nails done too?
What? I gotta get my nails redone. She gets them done in Tampa.
Oh, she just came from Tampa. See, I'm just bringing just enough powder up. I don't want to bring too much powder up. If I'm not reading any questions right now because I'm actually running you guys through this, so I'm gonna read the questions in a second. When I come down, I'm not gonna drag this bead through the whole nail. Just to that last bead.
I don't want to wear their feet too.
Consistency. Boom, 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 boom. You see? Now later when you guys see me post this picture, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I just watched him do this whole set. Yes. Nothing about my channel or my community, I keep a secret. I show you guys everything. So this is my students that come to my classes that want that personal touch. It's different. This is the 16, yes. This is my 16 brush. I can't wait to meet my Orlando students to come in on Monday. I haven't done a class in Orlando in so long. I've been traveling. Finally get to stay home. One class where I don't have to pack anything, get on a plane, take an Uber. So that same technique over and over. Repetition. Cuticle bead. I'm gonna nudge it up, okay? I'm not trying to flood. Wow, freaking love my monomer. This monomer, I love it because it's the medium setting, so it doesn't bleed, the powder doesn't run, and it just gives you time to work with it also. You can grab a seat. Grab a seat if you want.
Where's those red chairs behind the thing that you can roll? Just ask one of the girls for one.
I'm gonna give this a little bit more blend. So I'm gonna place the bead here, and I'll blend it down a little bit. There you guys go. You see? Very easy, right? Yeah, sure, Nail Dad. So now what I will do is I will take a clear. I'm gonna use clear, chiseled clear right now. And I will now encapsulate where I need to encapsulate. I'm using my monomer right now. Oh, I accidentally pinned someone else's comment. Oops. There you go. I'm not using clear. Now I'm gonna make up for all those lost times Where the apex area is, that's where I want to protect. Okay, we're protecting our ombre. So I'm gonna place the bead there. So now, when later we file and drill and buff, whatever we got to do, we're not gonna take off this ombre because we're capping it clear. Because I did so much work getting this ombre to be perfect, right? You can get away with this if it's a pink and white ombre, but with this, now I'm starting to build my structure, my apex, structure of my nails. Before, if I would have done everything thick, when I add this on, it's gonna be thicker. So I make sure to do it as thin as possible, because I know I'm gonna have to go through with this, right? So now I'm going through, I'm gonna do my apex bead with this. Also, I'm gonna use this bead as my apex and also as my ombre capping bead. I'm just gonna go right through the nail. Remember, the apex has to blend in from the cuticle area. Yeah, see? Just steps and processes. If you don't do this, later on you file and drill, yes, your ombre is gonna go bye-bye. See that? Same thing over and over. Place it right where I need to place it. Remember where we place that pink bead? That's our area.
You did work for it? Was it nice? So,
And then these clear beads are usually really wet. You can wait for it. I'm working really quick with it right now. Just swipe motion. I don't recommend this if you don't have good powder control. You might have bubbling. Last thing you want to do is have bubbling, okay? Look at that. See that? Placing it right there, nudging up. I'm actually really enjoying this set right now, guys. I'm like in my zone with this ombre. It's been so long since I've done a hard ombre like this, but this is one of the very first skills I mastered when I first started doing nails, design-wise, like 7-8 years ago when ombre first came out. I was probably one of the very first few people to master this technique, and I was actually pretty proud of myself for it. So it's always been one of my favorite designs. This is a design. Now ombre is more like a normal thing, but back when it first came out, it was actually a design. People come in, they go, I want the ombre design. Now they come in, they just ask for ombre. It's become so normal now. Remember, when you're adding clear, you gotta make sure you blend it through nice and even. Use the whole brush. You don't want bulkiness. It's a lot of work for yourself later. And that's one hand down. I'm gonna zoom out. You see that? Oh wow, that's hot. That's nice. I'm gonna get myself some fresh monomer, guys, for the second hand. Of course, my trusty monomer. I only pour enough. I don't want to do too much because I'm gonna throw it out anyways. Don't waste the monomer, okay, guys? Don't overuse it either. This is enough for me to do another hand. So now you know, and else. It's not 900 right now. Oh my god, all these spammers are in here now. Well, yikes. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing we did earlier. For those of you guys that missed, so when I did the pink, now you're able to see me do the pink, okay? I place it right where the apex area is. Remember I mentioned that earlier? And I'm able to pat it down, make that part thinner. Actually, I like doing the whole one hand thing because people join later, they can actually see the whole process over again. And you guys will be able to watch the whole process over again. I felt bad for a lot of people who join late and they don't get to see the application process. So I'm going to shape my nails with my acrylic brush. Remember, this spot right here is very thin. I patted this down. Why? Remember what I told you guys? Second dupe ombre. This is from, I think not polish, M10 Wink Baby. Okay, same process. Now place it to be the same spot. That's where my guideline. That's how I know where to put my nude next, okay? If you just place it randomly at different spots in the nails, you're not gonna have a consistent ombre. Okay, I'm gonna pat this down a little bit. But I might make sure to keep this nice and even.
It's a present. What? Bracelet?
Oh, the mask got me.
I like mine, sweetie.
Thanks.
One thing he did good.
Not really.
No?
He does nothing good.
Same spot. See that marbling? Don't worry about it. If you're using EMA monomer, you'll have time, okay? You just gotta keep the powder from running, and then when you blend like this, with your brush lightly, you'll blend the powder in, okay? Neon pinks, neon yellows, neon greens, all those neon colors. You're not gonna get away with non-marbling, okay? It's gonna marble. Pat that area down again. Just don't panic and make sure you know that when you use your brush like that, brush strokes, you're gonna blend that marble in, and it's gonna make the color pigmented again, just like that. Okay? Just like that. Shaping my nails. See that shape? It's gonna stay that shape later on.
It's so good I'm done.
Oh yeah, see? I told you. There's so much love. Your class. That's amazing. You're welcome.
Well, I was getting done. I'm not getting done Tuesday. I ain't getting my feet done.
Same spot. This one have too much powder, but I'll be fine. I just want to keep it from overflowing to the sides and also give myself a chance to brush in this pigment. Just like that.
I didn't even see this part until at the up part. And I was like, it was a spot that was next to me that was open too, and I was like,
I'm just shaping my acrylic. I do my shaping during my application, guys. So a lot of you guys ask me how I shape. This is how I shape right here, okay? So just watch. I know I get this on the Q&A all the time. If you guys want to join me, follow this page, Now Studios page. I do Q&As at night where I answer questions. So if I missed your question, definitely can come join me tonight. I'm usually around 10:30, 11 Eastern. And that's when you guys are able to ask questions and I'll be able to answer. Oh, shit. No. I have to save this. Hindsight, don't put hot pink next to nudes, okay, guys? Don't be like me. Yeah, so I missed your question. I'll definitely answer it tonight. Oh, there's powder under there. Jesus. There you go. So I'm gonna put this hot pink away since I don't need it anymore. I'm also gonna get a new monomer because this, see, that's why I poured not too much. I gotta throw this out. This monomer is tainted. So I don't want the nude to have that issue either. So I never pour too much monomer. I know a lot of you guys pour a shit ton of monomer every time you work. You don't need that. Work in small amounts. This is all I need for my nude. So we're gonna try to replicate this right here to this. And we're gonna do it and be nice and consistent. Same thing we're gonna do from earlier. Small bead first. Let's give me my blend bead, place it right there where the apex area is. Blend in. Now I'm pulling it a little early. Usually I probably wait another 3 seconds. So don't do like me, okay? Because I'm able to, like, my motion of pulling, I'm able to pull away a little bit to give the ombre look, but I would recommend you guys leave it a little bit longer, maybe like a couple of seconds, let it solid up first. If you pull it too early, it's gonna bleed all over the nail, okay? This is my cuticle bead. I'm very careful, make sure it's nice and flush. I'm not gonna pull this too far out, okay? Because I want my ombre to be consistent. The same consistency as the other hands. And I don't want to remove my ombre. There you go. See, look, put these two pinkies together. And I didn't have to even gauge that earlier. I just knew exactly where to put the first bead. I knew where to put the second bead, and it's just a repetition. Here's my blend bead. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna give this a little bit of time. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna pull. And when you're pulling ombre, you gotta pull with a whiplash motion where you're not pulling away, you're not just pulling down. You don't want to drag this powder through the whole nail. You want to drag it down to create a blend, okay? Once you get the blend, you can use a brush to blend it in. Now you can go back up with the cuticle bead. 1, 2, 3. Place it in there. I want to blend towards this bead. Pat down the cuticle area, get it nice and flush. Less work for me later. You want to flush it right now. This is how we do hot neon colors, ombres. Give me a smaller bead, okay. And place it right on top here, guys. Right on top. Now I'm gonna position it. I'm gonna pull. Just like that. Now I'm gonna go back up, do the cuticle bead, give it 1, 2, 3. And pull, and pull, and pull. It's a very touchy technique. You have to really know how to pull at the right time and get that nice blend. Especially when it comes to colors like this, neon colors. Come on, this is not easy, right? Blend bead right on here. Position it, pull. Our second bead. Pull. This looks easy, but trust me, when I teach this in class, I have to sit there and babysit some students, hold their hand sometimes. If you can benefit visually, perfect, but you have to take a class, you gotta take a class. That's why my students are in this live right now will tell you, when they watch me, it's completely different than when they're actually sitting in a class and I'm making them do it for like 8 hours straight. Can't wait for Connecticut and Atlanta. I'm doing a class in Connecticut May 17th and 18th. In Atlanta, May 31st and June 1st. So if you guys are interested in a 2-day workshop where you learn pretty much everything and designs and all that stuff, come join me. You can always DM me. Those are my last 2 East Coast classes before I go West Coast. So Denver, Vegas, and Cali, you guys are up next after Atlanta. Appreciate all my West Coast being patient. Okay, and there we go. Now, we put these hands together. You guys see that? Consistent ombre and all 10 fingers. This is what the client pays for. This is why you can charge good money for a nice ombre. Monomer ordered. No, I already did New York class. My New York class was definitely in, I did that in February. Right in Brooklyn. So now I'm gonna do my bead to protect my ombre. Yeah, for those that missed out New York, Connecticut will be your closest bet. It's actually cheaper for you to leave the city anyways. That's why I did the Connecticut class for those that are in the New York area or those that are in Philly that would missed the class. You can make it, because Connecticut, you guys are all pretty close to there. No, I can't go upstate New York. I was in New York City. I consider New York City, New York. It's placing my cuticle bead or my apex bead. And that's gonna be my bead to protect my ombre also. What about Arkansas? I have to hit major cities right now, and there's a lot of my classes are like based on like big cities. It's easier for people to go there. You just don't have enough interest in Arkansas or something like that, like Dakotas or something that's hard. I have a lot of, I try to get as closest to your state as possible if you're from like a small town or a small state. So I think Denver, Vegas, and Cali will cover that area, and then we might go like maybe Washington or something like that in the future. Arizona. I'm geographically illiterate, so you guys gotta please bear with me. I may think that a state's pretty close to another state, but I may be completely wrong. I'm definitely not smarter than a 5th grader in that sense. Gotta make sure this is nice and even. This clear is important, okay? We want to add this clear just enough. We don't want to add too much thickness to it. We have the ombre, we have the pink. Bye, Jackie. All other items will be restocking this month. Everything is gonna come in this month. The Joe bits came in. I'm gonna do a Q&A tonight. I'll show you guys the different Joe bits that I got today. The 501s are back. I know a lot of the students and a lot of you guys that are regular followers, you guys know what my 501s are about. They're custom made. I've made it a specific way that I like it, and I guess a lot of people do like it also. You will enjoy my 501 bit, especially if you like a sharp bit. I do have the safety version now. For a lot of you guys that are beginners with the Joe bit, you don't have to worry about cutting people. So now I have the same exact bit, but in the safety version you can practice with and use also, and then you can work your way up to get to the sharp one, to get that nice crisp. I wish I had it here right now, but it's at home, at the warehouse. If you message me on IG, I'll send you to my messenger. Facebook Messenger is where I group my students up. So, and if you guys want to watch any of my classes, go to my IG and just go do my stories, my highlights. I have all my classes posted there. I did like quick stories and stuff. You have to see what you guys get there from sponsors and stuff like that. Really fun to watch. Like I do like little short story, like clips of my classes, so you guys can see what one of my workshops like. I know it's difficult to invest in a class if you've never been in a class before, so you'll be able to get to see that. So clean your brushes, guys. We're finished here. So go through my Facebook archive stories or on my IG, all my stories, all my classes. I have private classes, group classes up there. Pretty fun. And make sure you check your brush. If it's free of acrylic, see there's still a bit sticky there. One advice I'll give you guys, anytime you guys working with clear is the one powder that always stick to your brush. So after you work with clear, you got a clear acrylic, make sure you clean it very thorough, okay? Just get it wet and push it. Boom. There we go. Shape back to where it is. It's a crimp brush. And I'm going to store it standing up like that. And we're going to go to shaping, which is probably not much, right? So remember, I did the shaping during my application. So I'm just going to go through and it's going to make it nice and crispy. That's it. There you guys go. That's the shape. So it takes me about 10 seconds for one finger, sometimes even less. And this is why I really tell my students application is key, because you can do everything nails during application. I do not lie. When you're using this thing, you're actually removing the shape. You're not actually shaping, okay? The shape should already be there. You're actually removing it.
I'm still getting my nails done. Nisha's here. We're gonna get food. She met me in Orlando. We're going to get food. Yeah.
There we go.
I'll call you when I'm done. Love you. Bye.
And that, you guys, is my shaping process. I know it's very quick, but it's pretty damn crispy. And it really does not, should not take you that long to shape. I stand by what I say when I say shaping is all done in application. This is just for you to crisp up your shape. There you go. So a lot of you guys are struggling with shaping. I know I get a lot of questions about shaping. That's all I can really tell you, because I'm really not one to shape a lot. I do it with my acrylic brush, and then I just showed you guys how I did earlier. So definitely, you know, get the application. Do it during application. I guarantee you, you're gonna cut down your set time. Oops, you felt that?
Yeah.
You're gonna cut down your set time by like at least 30 minutes. I know a lot of you guys spend like 20-30 minutes shaping, right? I don't lie, I see you. Save that time for other things like designs, stones, something. Don't spend that time during the shaping, okay? I really shaped this 3 directions, side to side, right at the tip for my coffin. So I'm gonna do a little bit of hand filing before I do my cuticle work and top coat, and we're done. Yay! There you guys go. I think that was less than 5 minutes for both hands. And we have the nice crispy shape. Coffin. Now I'm gonna go through and do a little bit of hand filing. Just even out any spots that are not even. Remember, I have that clear to protect my ombre, okay? Hand filing is less intensive as the drill bit, so definitely I'm not too worried about remove my clear. I won't remove my clear. I know that for a fact. My clear is gonna be still there to protect my ombre. Just using the hand filer to just get it nice. And this is the 100 file. Circular motion. Move throughout the nail. You love hand filing? It's a good way to work out. Any other way to move it? My finger has cracks and eczema. There's no other way to move it without acetone. You can pop them off, but that's not the. I don't recommend you doing that. Okay, don't pop them off. Fortunately, if you have eczema and all this stuff, yeah, you can let them grow out and wait for them to just automatically fall off, but that might take a while. Keep your hand underneath the nail, okay? Support it while you're doing hand filing. See, I work in a circular motion. Amount of buffers? My application was so smooth, you can tell it's not gonna take me long to hand file, so I'm gonna just quickly go through a hand file, the thickness, just even out the surface area, mainly. And if you haven't been to the gym in a while, this is a great way to get your workout. You can definitely go back through this with a sanding band later if you want to, but I'm gonna go through with just the cuticle bit and do the cuticle work, and I'm gonna buffer with a buffer block, and then I'm good to go. We just put a top coat on, and this will be our ombre long coffin set. Hot pink. Trust me, when this top coat goes on, you guys are gonna be in love with this pink. The ombre is gonna come through. Actually, you're pretty efficient with your application. Hand filing is definitely more efficient than using a drill. The drill is just so long that when you use a drill, it's going to take a little bit longer. You can see I'm moving circular motion. Just because this is flat doesn't mean that I can get circular hand filing grooves. Some of these are so smooth I barely have to hand file at all. You see? That's the only spot that's uneven right there. Yeah, even it's uneven, it's so smooth that if I go through with a hand filer, everything will smooth out. Atlanta, here we come. Ooh, what's up? Today I'm able to finish that in an hour. I feel accomplished. How long has it been? Has it been an hour? No, right? That's we're probably hitting about 50 minutes, 50 something minutes right now. You'll get there, Julia. You're taking 2 of my classes. You're on your way. Your designs are amazing. How's it feel being a licensed nail tech now, Julie? Do you ever leave the color combo? When someone asks something, do you ever leave what? Number of file? This is a 100 by 100 grit. Someone asked, oh, do you ever leave the tip thick? No. The tip, the tip should be about 1 to 1.5 credit card thickness. You never want to leave the tip too thick. It takes away from the shape. 1 to 1.5 credit card thickness is definitely thickness that I go to, my go-to. It ensures it's not too thick, but it's also thin enough to keep the shape and won't look bulky. Trust me, when you have a thick tip area, shape's not there. Ooh, I can't wait for this top coat to hit this hot pink ombre. Not bad for a goth girl. She usually likes dark colors, guys. But we thought we'd bring spring and summer here. So about to finish here, I'm gonna go do cuticle work. I know you guys are excited to see the cuticle work, right? Yes, that's all we wanted to see. You getting hungry over there?
No, I said hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer, yeah? This is the hot girl summer nails, actually. Hot pink ombre. That's what's up. Especially when she's riding in her X8. Her i8. How much I charge this set? I don't talk about lies, but my clients pay good money for their sets. Let's say that. They get their money's worth. But you can't compare my prices to normal prices. I do my pricing completely different. Okay, so I don't have my 5-in-1 bit because one of my students took it in Texas, but this is a taper head bit. We're gonna go into cuticle work right now, guys. Here's the zoom in. Close your eyes if you see red. But generally, if the client is relaxed, you should be able to get into the cuticle area, in and out, in a fashion manner. Okay? We're nail tech, not phlebotomist.
How's April?
April?
You got any pictures? Did you do any for Easter?
Like, yeah, they said that's something else.
Flush this cuticle in. This is where the lifts happen, okay? When you do this, the nails go out, and you're gonna lift.
Hey, kids do a concept.
I think I bought them though.
They're so cute. You look like Lacey and your dad.
I'm blending this out, so it's not gonna bulge right here. We don't want to bulge right here by the cuticle area. We want it to be nice and smooth and kind of slope out, a slope out effect. Want to slope out, see that? It's sloping out, kind of growing out from the cuticle area. Slope out, it's not gonna be bulging right here in this area. That's what I'm doing, I'm blending it in.
So cute.
Now, earlier when I did my cuticle application, I kind of tapped my powder down by the cuticle area. This eliminates the bulge, the bulk, so it's easier for me to use my drill bit later to go through and eliminate that, okay? There you go. And my clear is protecting my ombre.
She's starting to look like her mom. In the face. Kind of looks like your mom.
The lake.
Yeah, well, I'd say 1 and 1.5 because sometimes some nails require a little bit more thickness. You never know. I think 1.5, and then you buff file, it goes down to about 1 to between 1 and 1.25. So yeah, you got to give yourself some leeway. There's no way you can be precise this into 1 credit card thickness sometimes. That's why I give it a half too.
This one is graduated.
Serious, wasn't he though? Like chunky? Serious is chunky, wasn't he?
No, there is never something.
Huh?
Yeah, we talking about Berto.
Oh, yeah.
There is never. You don't need this baby.
Go ahead, go through the cuticle. Don't spend too much time here. Once you get it nice and flush, get out of there. Don't be in there too long. Đi Thúy, lấy em cục buffer được không? Buffer. So a lot of guys are drilling too much, like in this area. Don't get in there and get out. Okay, you don't want to spend too much time there. There's more chance of you to cut the client. And this is the final. We buff this and we top coat and we're done. If we did good application, this would be less powder here for us to drill out. Easy for us to flush the client's cuticle down. And use your fingers if you have to separate the cuticle from the acrylic a little bit. You're creating a little bit of a channel in between here. This is flushing the cuticle. I know. Yesterday I got hundreds of people asking me, how do I flush the cuticle nail, Dad? This is it right here. You do it with...
You gonna get some more?
Probably. I was champagne. I'm excited. What are you drinking? Vodka?
You already know. Something you never seen? Yeah.
And this is a little bit worn out. If I had my 5-in-1, the ones at home right now that just came back in stock, ooh, I'll be going through this real quick. I can't wait to use those again. See that? It grows out from the cuticle, okay, guys? Don't want it bulging right there. So we're gonna blend it down a little bit. Angle your drill bit, blend it down. This is a very important part. This is how your nails stay on, so don't skip on this. And if you can't do this cuticle work yet in the beginning, you'll start doing it soon. Just takes time. Practice with a safety bit. This one's actually, at the end of his life, it's so worn out. But the way this is worn out is so nice because I'm able to get in here nice and sharp, and I'm not gonna cut her because the drill bit's so worn out. It's still a sharp bit though. The corners aren't rounded out, but it's worn out to the point where I can actually work really easy with it. That's why when you get brand new nail bits, they're actually better after a couple months or a couple of sets. You don't want a fresh bit. Those things are too sharp. Gotta break it in. Are they on the website? No. They're gonna be on the website tonight. Thank you, Jennifer, for the stars. Jennifer, every time you come in, you're a constant reminder that I have a star system up. Ooh, your ombre. Oh, hot? Mm-hmm. Okay, heat. No, I cut you. I'm like, I'm sure I didn't cut you. Remember, this area where the hand file, this is the area we need to worry about because we couldn't get the hand file up here. So we're going to use this to blend out. See? That's one hand down. Let's zoom out a little bit so you guys get the idea, right? I'm going to go through this real quick so we can get this buff and top coated. go. I actually prefer sharp bits over safety bits because I just like the feeling of working with a sharp bit. It just goes in there nice and crisp. Now I'm moving her hand. I move her hand where I need to go. You don't ever position yourself where the client needs you to be. They can relax their hands easier than you can maneuver your whole dang body. So just remind them, hey, I'm with the sharp tool. Please relax. Do not want to bone quickly you. Then my drill bit stays in one spot, but her finger is moving. Circular motion. Same thing again. Alrighty then, we're on to our thumb. And then we're gonna do a nice buffing block. And everybody gets to go eat dinner. This is my last set of the day, guys. I'll see you guys tonight for the Q&A. For any questions I missed, you guys can join me. 10 Eastern, 10:30. I'll be going live from the Nail Desk Studios page. There we go. Let's just go through a nice buffing block. This is about 180 grit. Oh, wait. Before I do that, clean up underneath, okay? Clean up underneath.
To peel like everything. And then maybe I fix it.
Don't forget about this. If you guys are having stuff stuck under here and you need to clean up underneath, any powder, any excess. Okay, now I can buff. Give it a good buff. Underneath. You ready for the magic of top coat? Give it a good buff, okay? Okay, wash your hands. gonna do a nice top coat and we're done. This one, the ombre really comes together. Huh. Okay, how you guys doing? Ooh, juju. Oh my god, people with these. Why is scammers in my life? Oh, speed. I was on about a 10-15 speed. Make sure the nails are nice and dry. I would use about 10 to 13. It's my average speed when I drill the cuticle area. Let's take a minute to appreciate the consistent ombre on all 10 fingers. Ah. All right, you guys ready? Here you go. This is the nail porn portion. $18 and over, okay? I can make an OnlyFans and just do this part, and people will pay to watch this. This is sexy. Yeah. My OnlyFans is gonna be about me putting top coat on top of like encapsulated nails or ombres, finishing touches. It's those videos replaying over and over. This top coat is Wave Gel No Cleanse top coat. Oh, wait until my top coat hits gel. It's twice as good as this top coat right here. As much as I love Wave Gel, I finally figured out what top coat I want to go with. It's an amazing top coat. I think my top coat should be this month also. Woo! My matte and my top coat coming in this month. But y'all better save that stimmy. Wait, you guys buying up the monomer? You're good. Ooh, like it?
Mm-hmm.
There you guys go. Support the Now Dad cuticle pens. They're on there. Comes in vanilla, lavender, and I think cherry.
That's cool, right?
It smell like it.
Yeah. You smell it?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a white rose or something.
Smells good.
Infused.
I want me a cuticle pen.
I know, it's convenient. Have it in your bag and just take it out anytime and just get them cuticles from drying. Alright guys. The finale. The finale. Cuticles. Lushness. Lift. Consistent ombres, okay guys? Ombre consistency is very important when you do ombres. Want the bag? This is how you make the bag. With that, you hold this together.
You ever smell it?
Yeah, I thought that was mine. Let's go. We gotta go eat. Alright guys, we'll catch you later. We gotta go eat. We hungry. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tonight for the Q&A. Have a great night.